also frees up space in my inventory so I can just do stuff with sell all trade items. That's what I was talking about with the gold eggs. You sell the trade items, you get $200,000 or zenny in this game. Basically, for these first couple quests that we're doing, I don't need items, and it frees up inventory space, so that way the more I loot while I'm out on the quests and stuff, the more resources I get for myself. Which is good, because your bag has a very low limit to the capacity it can hold for certain items, and it's really frustrating. I wish they would have upped it, especially with the botany skill in this game. I wish they would have upped things so much. Okay, for this quest, we're actually going to eat. Should make my life a little bit easier, but mainly I'm eating because I want that stamina. This is not one of the quests I'm going to use an ancient potion for. We'll use an ancient potion later, show what that does and everything. She's giving a tutorial right now. You can use the quest boards. There's one next to the workshop. There's one down at the bottom of the thing. There's her at the canteen. There's probably one, I think there's one in the Gathering Hub, or you talk to some lady at the Gathering Hub. I don't use the Gathering Hub that much. It's the multiplayer aspect that I don't use of this game. But yeah, we're gonna do a signed and Kestidon Scuffle. It's one of the quests that I want to get done. There's a trick with this one, and I'm hoping it works again. Because last time I did it, it was kind of funny that it even worked. But I usually set my players to 1 because I sit here playing by myself most of the time, you know. Why am I going to set the players to more than 1 when half the time there's only one other person in the lobby with me? There are some quests that I will set up later that have multiple slots open, and they're like way later. I actually had some dude who's like hunter rank 200 or something come to my rescue in a thing and make the quest go so much faster. And he actually gave me his guild card too, which was kind of cool. Because there's a trophy for collecting over 50 guild cards, which is a giant pain in the ass because nobody knows how to set it up to auto accept and reply. We're actually going to do that at some point too. I'm going to have to sit here and mess with that. But we'll deal with that when it comes to that point. This is a giant pain. There's 2 problems I have with this game in its entirety. One is the time that's wasted trying to load up a quest, because I've heard it multiple times from other people who play the game too. Why are you taking time to load the quest if I'm going in solo, if you're going to put me in a loading screen anyway to load the area for the quest? Like, it doesn't make much sense, really. You're double loading just because. If I had more people coming to join me, then it would make some sense. But it doesn't. The other thing is, they finally stopped updating this game. They did all the content they're gonna do, and I'm pretty sure they're done updating it. The only thing that's in the cycle right now is
there we are.
Automatic events that just go through.
See you take him out on your own.
These are Kestidons. Can be a pain in the ass if you're not really ready for them or anything, but mostly they're just very easy to get. They don't mention it when they describe the difference between male and female Kestidons, but the males are so much bigger, and then the females are these small little ones right. They're very easy to get. The males, on the other hand, are kind of annoying. Oh, little Palico. Fight it. Do it. Okay. I'm gonna harvest them just so I get the armor to show up in the shop. Back to what I was saying about things
Alright, let's look for another group.
With the game and stuff.
Be careful.
The thing that they did that irritates me is with all the updates they've done and all the everything they've done for this game, they never put in a way to skip cutscenes. I mean, you can skip cutscenes at the beginning of like big fights, like big end game fights, the second or third time around when you do them. You can't skip it the first time. You can skip it the second or third, you know, and so on and so forth. But the problem I have with it is a lot of the cutscenes are the problem when you stream this game, and also a lot of the cutscenes get really annoying because they're super repetitive for someone who's played the game as much as I have. And you can't skip any of them. There's no skip button, there's no skip option, you just cannot skip them at all. And it's super frustrating. I did every single one of those swipes. But yeah. Those are the two things that are about this game. No skip button for cutscenes, and the double loading. Other than that, this game is fan-fucking-tastic. I'm enjoying the shit out of it right now.
Wraps up our work here. Wait.
I'm not gonna harvest them. I got all the parts that I needed to make the armor appear. I'm not gonna make the armor, but I did want it to appear so that way I can show everyone the different armor things in the game that keep showing up. Okay, this is where I'm hoping a trick comes in that happened for me. I don't know how it happened, to be honest, because I set it to one player, as you saw. But right now they're going to give you a tutorial for an SOS player. Which basically means you go into your menu, or you use quick menu command, and you fire an SOS flare.
If you're not ready, you can return to base and take on the Great Jagras quest later.
Oh,
Want to get going?
Maybe it's not working. Hold on. Okay, I guess I do have to
If you need to call
do
your
this.
friends for help, go to the menu.
Adding slots can't be undone. When I did this the first time around, it just let me fire the SOS flare. I just fired the damn thing with one player in the party and only a one-player capacity for the party.
Like footprints, for example.
And not only did I get the SOS flare trophy, which we'll see when the quest is over, I'll get a trophy for firing that, but I also got a multiplayer, play your first quest as multiplayer trophy done, and I was the only person in the quest. So it was really, really funny, because I wasn't really sure what was going on with it. The normal thing that they want you to do right now is to go back to base, deal with Jagras as a separate quest, but if you go hunt him right now, you basically bypass that step when you go back to the base. That's all you do, you just bypass it. Right now we're just gathering tracks so I can get more research on this guy. I'm gonna pick this up. This plant right here, completely, utterly useless. The only thing it does is make it so you can craft water ammo. If you're using one of the guns that actually uses ammo in the game, like the light gun or the heavy gun or whatever. Oh, I missed. Alright, cool. I thought he was under it, but I guess he was. Anyways, the only thing that flower fern does is just craft water ammo. And that's the only time I will ever pick it up. Is just to get the entry of what the material is. That right there just got us another trophy because we mounted the monster for the first time. A lot of the early trophies in the game, I should have moved, by the way. I didn't really pay attention to what I was doing. I moved at the last second, but it didn't register the command.
Okay.
But if you hit L2 and R2 or L2 and triangle, it'll just launch you back on the monster as long as you don't hit down first. That was super easy to make him fall over. I'm surprised it was that easy. Usually it takes quite a while for that. Wow, okay, he's hurting. Jeez. He dropped both of his...
Use the scout flies as a guide and they'll lead you right to him.
It's just more slinger ammo.
He
dropped both of his piercing pods like, instantly for me. Usually, I don't have that happen until I'm on high rank stuff, and I'm just beating the crap out of monsters. But yeah, he's dead. Wow.
Okay.
Either I killed him really fast, or something tore him a new one before I even got there. That was crazy. I did not expect to kill him that fast. But I'll take it. I will definitely take it. I think he might have gotten into a fight with something else. And I came in and just cleaned up what was left. I have no idea though. That just went extremely fast, and I have no way to explain it. God, I love this sword. Sometimes I'll pause on that last swipe and try and like angle the camera, because it goes off where your camera's angled. And if you push in a direction when you hit the R2 button for that last swipe, it'll just flat out go where you want it to. It takes a lot of work and control to actually make the sword do that like you want it to, but it pays off big. And because we bypassed having to do the Jagger's quest, it just goes right into the next cutscene here before we leave the forest. And we're introduced to one of my favorite enemies in the game. I don't know why. My favorite enemies in the game are a poison thing. I don't even know how to describe this thing. It's a poison bird thing.
Let's check it out.
And my favorite Elder Dragon is a guy who basically spews poisonous, health damaging gas all over the place and breathes it in and eats it, basically. I don't know why. That's just how my favorite monsters in this game go. I have no idea. But this is a Pukey Pukey.
Well, you were right.
As I said, I have
There's
no
our
way to
mark.
describe this thing other than poisonous bird thing. I think, if we check the monster field guide after I kill one of them, at some point,
Something's got him agitated.
I believe that it's
Look over
classified
there.
as a bird wyvern.
What the heck is that?
If it is, then there's actually 3 bird wyverns in the game
think it's
instead of
from
2,
Zoran Abderos?
and I have been mistaken
I'd like to
for a
find
while.
out. But we better report back first.
I maxed
Alright.
out Pukey Pukey's research on my main hunter, so I haven't really had to go look at his monster field guide in a long time. I usually don't look at his monster field guide to begin with because I'm so busy kicking his ass and just like instantly. There's a little thing I keep doing on that screen for the rewards and stuff to get them to go down faster so I can get to the next area. Okay, we got Welcome to the New World. That's basically for just killing the Jagras. It's a trophy for killing the Jagras, progressing story quest-wise. But yeah, Pukey Pukey's like super easy to kill. And I love fighting him because he's that easy to kill. There's probably a way to kill him a lot faster, but I think my fastest kill on the Pukey Pukey was like little over 2 minutes. It's maybe like 2 minutes 14 seconds. Mainly because I just got thrown off and I had to find him. But it literally took like maybe a minute and a half of fighting to kill him if you take out the searching time. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that party chat audio prioritized thing keeps popping up. It is driving me nuts though, because it shouldn't be.
I see.
Anyways,
Wanna get going?
seeing that Pukey Pukey cutscene makes it so
Once
we
the
need to
camp is set
go
up, you can go
unlock.
after that puke puke.
I'm just gonna talk to
How
him
are
to
you
get this exclamation point out of the way. He has no information of value. He doesn't give you anything. OCD just kicking in with these exclamation points because they're a pain in my ass. Okay, this guy is our best friend at the base, pretty much. We're gonna buy to the box, and we're gonna buy trap tools. We're going to buy 200 trap tools to start. And yes, I said to start. I actually had to go buy more trap tools on my other account because I played the game so damn much and captured too many monsters. We're also going to buy some Astera Jerky to be pre-prepared for a lot later in the game. Potions, antidotes, You know, all these barrels and stuff, we don't really need them. I might do something with barrel bombs later in the game, but not right now. Binoculars, unless you are being the stealthiest person in the goddamn world in this game, do not waste 50 zenny on these. Not worth it. They're a pain in the ass and completely and utterly not worth it. Other than that, he just sells ammo and stuff right now. Not really something we need. You can buy to your pouch or your box. Obviously, each one has different limits. I think the pouch has a 999 limit on everything, and your backpack basically has like a 10 limit on almost everything in the game. Okay, so we're gonna talk to my favorite provision manager. I like the dwarf guy and the other guy too, but she's my favorite over here. I don't know why. But basically, it's a resource center. Which we get to do bounties that provide us, yeah, this one says secure this campsite, but we can register bounties, also get investigations, which we're going to have to do for trophies and stuff later, and I'll probably do them to fill out research at some point too. That is some really crappy research to start off the game. Usually I get like a couple of large monster hunt things in here the first time around. Not this time though. Well,
okay.
It's fine. We're hitting that point where I'm going to go on a major expedition thing. So, that guy was talking about capturing, which is what I bought all those trap tools for, so I can make some more traps and stuff, and
I'll be here.
Do stuff that way. That old man there, another cool guy at the base. He keeps track of everything that we find and the research levels and everything. We got, right now, we just got Jagras, Puki, Anjanath, and Zormagdaros.
Or you can use the world map.
Not anything super special. If I look at the...
We're in Astera.
God.
If you want to go on an expedition,
I was going to look at the map real quick, but this happened instead.
For this expedition, we need to head to the ancient forest. We can expand expeditions as we delve further into the new world. Pretty good incentive to explore, right?
Yeah, it's a good incentive. Can you shut up? Thank you. I wanted to look at this map. We're going to be seeing this map a lot when I come to the base, because there's a bunch of little quests and exclamation point markers that pop up everywhere. Specifically, like here, at the smithy chick, that's right next to that quest board. And over here, there's a lot of quests that pop up. There's also a guy that literally sits here for the entire game at one of these tables, and he gives you like 5 different quests. And we're going to be trying to hit all of those. There is the gathering hub up here. This is the multiplayer area of the game. I will have to go up there at some point. There's a little cutscene to introduce you to the area. Other than that, nothing special right now, for what I do with the game, at least. But, yeah, we're going to go to the ancient forest, and as you can see, it's Great Jagras, Anjanath, and then triple question mark monster. The triple question mark monster is the last thing that we're going to specifically kill for quest-oriented things. But this expedition is basically the last thing that I'm going to be doing right now. We're going to be here for a while. At least long enough to find everything that I want to find, capture a bunch of monsters, get a bunch of research points and resources and everything. We're probably going to kill the Anjanath while we're here a few times. If possible, we're going to kill him a few times. We're probably going to kill the Jagras a few times. And if the Kulaku, or chicken thing, I think it's Kuliyaku, but I call it Kulaku. If the Kulaku and the Puki show up, I'll kill them if they decide to show up. But 9 times out of 10, Puki's not supposed to show up until you actually do the quest for him. But I have had him show up during this expedition specifically, and I've just went and killed him. It doesn't count towards a quest or anything if you do it now. It really doesn't. But
Let's look
it
for
does
the
get you
campsite.
resources that you otherwise wouldn't have. This is something
get
that
to
I
the
see a
campsite
lot of people that
first,
play this
or if
game
you're
not
lost,
abuse. You
open
can
up your
go
map
into
or
your
use your
tent
scout
at
flies
the
to
camp
track me.
and manage your items.
Whenever
You
leave the
can
base
change your
without signing up
equipment,
for a
you can
quest,
change your
you'll go on
Palico's
an
gear,
expedition.
you can craft
There's no
stuff
time
from your
limit or
item
cap on
box.
how many times you're allowed
So
to
basically,
faint,
essentially,
which means you can
anything that you
explore
have
to
at your
heart's
camp,
content.
at the main base of the game, you can sit here and craft with it. You can change your Palico's equipment. Like I said, you can change your equipment, which is really useful if you're switching in between different monster hunts and things. But yeah, a lot of people don't actually go and use that, and they really should. It's one of those things that, unless you've actually sat there and tried to enter the tent,
here serves food
you
that
probably
will give you
wouldn't
a
know
boost
about
for
it.
the hunt ahead.
But I've seen so many people that are new to the game start playing, and then they just won't do a lot of the things. Hold on. Alright. I'm gonna fail there. I equipped the capture net because we gotta go capture a bunch of monsters. Well, not monsters, but little dudes that we can capture around the map right now. Oh, hey. I just killed all those rebel vultures. Get another one out. This is part of expeditions. The monsters will just show up. And this is why I was saying, like, we're gonna fight a bunch of these guys. They just show up, and you're free to fight them as many times as you want.
Let's report our findings.
Wow.
To everyone at the
Okay.
research center when we get back.
That was really good.
You can use
Like,
that as slinger ammo.
I know Jagras is
Getting a
super
monster's
weak and all,
attention or creating a
but
distraction.
holy crap. Get destroyed. Okay, these little things are rebel vultures. They're basically the equivalent of, the fuck are they? Vultures, I guess. They're little scavenger birds, and every time you kill a monster, they'll come down and just start pecking at the corpse. And most of the time, throwing the net like that will scare them away, but it didn't this time. I don't know why. I'm gonna kill this guy too. Come here, I want your meat. Right. This is an Aptonoth. Passive herbivore creature of the game. Other than pushing me out of the way. These guys are a pain. Yeah. I hate those things. Those are Bizbills. We'll capture one some other way. Those guys are super fucking annoying. I really don't like them because they make my life so much more difficult. Alright, this is the shepherd hare I was talking about before. Finally caught one. There's a special version of him that shows up quite often, honestly. Called a pilot hare. He's bright red and gigantic compared to those ones. This little area of the game, that tree that I'm staring at specifically, the one with the weird like curve to it over there, we're gonna come back here. I guess you can call it evening time, sunset. We're gonna come back over to this tree and get a rare monster that provides a trophy. On my main hunter, I have about 20 of them. Not even kidding with that. I have like 20 of them on my main hunter, and it's kind of funny. No, come back, Bizbills. I hate these things. Bizbills are so mean to me. Okay. This is one of those guys where you can talk to him and get a quest. There's the Piscine Researcher, there's the Linian Researcher, and there is a Endemic Life Researcher. we're also going to get a trophy right now for fishing. Very simple game to play here. Just fish. The fish that he wants, I don't think I can catch that right here where he's fishing right now. But you can catch wet fish, you can catch sushi fish here, I believe, too. If I'm lucky, I can catch a sushi fish here. No, maybe I can catch the fish that he wants here. Yeah, I did. He wanted a pink Parexis. Each fish in the game does like its own special little animation. Ooh, he caught a bomb marijuana. Damn. Lucky son of a bitch. There's a sushi fish. Sushi fish is the red one. And there's like a bland gray fish over here. That is the wet fish. Pink Parexis are kind of useless to me right now. I kind of want to fish over here where he's fishing. You can catch bomb marijuana here? What the hell? I think he just got lucky and the game did an animation for him. I know where to catch a bomb marijuana or a burst marijuana, but those things are super ridiculous to find. And I usually don't find them, to be honest. There's one spot I know of where I can get a few of them, and you can only get like one at a time if you're lucky. And I have to like throw my caption at just the right time, otherwise I'm not gonna get it. Alright, we're picking up these doodles too because we're gonna get a new thingamajig for our little Palico friend to use. Yeah, I don't know really why I keep naming my Palico that, but there's a character in an anime that has their name spelled like that.
You can assign a target destination for your
Alright,
scout
now we're gonna show off just how overpowered we are at the moment with this new sword and armor. We got potions. Come here, you big old bitch. Let's go. Every time, monster roars and I just want to scream back at him. God. Well, we have to kill quite a few of these guys, so the faster I get him out of the way, the faster he's going to come back and respawn at some point. We're using a slashing weapon, and he is the only monster right now, well, in this area, other than PPTP, that has a severable tail. So, the goal right now for me is to cut this big old bitch's tail off. I don't know what they were thinking when they designed this guy, but I've gotten killed more times than I can count by this thing because of how cheap it is. Sometimes it'll just trap you in a corner and just keep pounding away at you. It is the most frustrating thing ever. It's like a level 4 star.
Dodge their attacks. You don't want to take hits like that.
I'm hoping I can blast triggers. He's actually having a really hard time hitting me. Surprisingly, it's usually more of a pain in the ass than that. Every single sword fight. Gotta be kidding me. That's the cheap attack that can pin you in a corner and just instantly get you killed. You really don't want to get hit by that.
Create some distance to use a whetstone.
he's running away, I'm gonna do what he said, but not with the whetstone. I'm gonna use a wetfish fin. Capturing wetfish is good because you can sharpen faster. Also, sushi fish are good to capture too because you basically get a free potion off. All you gotta do is eat the scale and you basically get a free potion off. Apparently Great Jaggers is back as well. If I can find another footprint, I'll pick it up, but I'm not too concerned. Like that. On him, but it tipped him over instantly, so I'm gonna go with, yep, I broke his leg. You can see all the scars on his one leg there. That's where I did damage to enough to make him fall over. Also, some of those hits with space really whack him out.
Repeatedly will stun you, meaning you won't be able to move.
It says to wiggle it. I basically just sit here and adjust my thumb to spam left on
roll around and fire, or your health is going to be toast.
Alright, I'm low on health. I'm not even sure. Scale is the best thing in the world for me. Alright. We're gonna loot his tail real quick. I really need to finish this guy off before I go do a bunch of other stuff in the game for this expedition, because if you hurt a monster enough and also waste enough time, they'll leave during expeditions and you'll lose out on all the hard work that you put in on them. After I can upgrade this sword a bit, this guy will go down so much easier, and actually, he's part of how I upgrade this weapon. I'm gonna get a scale and use to upgrade this weapon. Sorry about this Paratoad, but I gotta use you, buddy. Come here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there are little creatures in the environment, like that Paratoad, that we have to capture, but you can also use them here and now, like I just did. If you kick a Paratoad, it will spew paralytic gas all over the place, and if a monster gets close enough, it'll paralyze them, like it just did. Yes, I know there's an endemic life researcher. Don't remind me. I'll get to when I get That attack is so BS every time.
Wait for a chance to escape. You're bound to get one.
Every time he does that attack, I've never once dodged that freaking attack. It's so frustrating. Where he picked me up like that. It's the most frustrating attack in the entire game that he does, because you literally there is no stop. He decides to shoot you and throw you around because you don't need your best bet is to just deal with it and then recover afterwards. How did that miss? I went right in between his legs. I saw that happening as soon as I chose which way I was going to dodge roll.
Over here.
Oh, hit him. Didn't do what I wanted. Did hit him. But he's hurt. He is hurting. Alright, well, catching him is going to be a pain in the ass right now, because he's going to his nest. That's just where he's going. There's no stopping him. He's going to get there no matter what he does, so I'm just going to follow him. Collect some cool footprints while I'm on the way. I'm going to forever say that wrong, because that is how I've said it forever now.